Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Natalie back with another video. This is the one that y'all have been waiting for, how I lost 45 pounds in less than 6 months. And that's during the holiday season as well. So my weight definitely went up and down around the holiday season. I still managed to get down to minus 45 pounds before 6 months. So I'm gonna tell you everything that I did, and I'm gonna break it down month by month because I believe in you gotta take baby steps. Don't just go into this and decide, oh, I'm gonna eat all the salad and I'm gonna drink a gallon of water and I'm gonna go to the gym 6 days a week. No, don't do that. That's too much. You're gonna get burnt out, you're gonna get tired of it, and you're gonna quit very easily, very quickly if you do that. You gotta take baby steps, which is what I did. So I added little things every single month that helped me get to where I'm at now. So I'm gonna break this down for you between August and January. So August 2019 and January of this year. That's about 6 months, 5.5 months, 6 months, whatever it is. And I'm gonna break down everything that I did. I almost forgot. Oh my goodness. Let's pretend I didn't. So this is your girl Natalie, keeping it positive, keeping it healthy, and bringing my journey to y'all. All right, let's pretend I put that in the beginning. All right, cool. I'm also gonna try my hardest not to have any moments where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna edit that out, because the editing is a little bit much for you girls. So I'm trying to just do this straight through. So you might see some slip ups, I might say some crazy stuff, and y'all just gonna have to deal. Y'all gonna be cool with it. Thank you, appreciate it. And I'm burning up hot right now because I'm trying not to have the fan on so it's not in the background and making all this noise. Also, one of my family members is out and about right now. So if he decides to pop in while I'm recording, I'm gonna have to just stop where I'm at and then, let him get out the way, and then I'll continue. Hopefully I'll be able to get that done before he shows up. Alrighty, let's get into it. First of all, let's talk about why. Why did I start this journey for the 4th time? What was my inspiration? All right. I think I spoke about this a little bit in my first video. My why this time was a little bit different. Previously, it was more like I wanted to look better. It was a little bit more superficial. I just didn't like the way that I looked. I was like looking in the mirror, I'm like, I'm not feeling this. This isn't cute. This isn't sexy. It's not what I want. This time around it was a little bit different because I did have a lot of stress going on in my life in 2019, and I was eating a ton of sugar. Now, I originally have a huge sweet tooth. Like, I could eat cake and ice cream and donuts and pie and all that stuff all day long, and chocolate. Can't forget the chocolate. I can eat all that stuff all day long. So yeah, I already had a sweet tooth, but I was indulging extra, and I was letting my stress be the reason why I was like, no, I deserve this, I deserve that. I was eating Dunkin' Donuts is right close to my job. I was eating whatever from Dunkin' Donuts in the morning, and I was leaving work and getting some kind of pastry from either Paris Baguette, which is really close to my job, or the Kennedy spot has like little cakes to go, and I would get the tres leches cake. I hope I said that right. I hope I pronounced it with the proper emphasis. But yeah, I really enjoyed that cake. Like, that tres leches cake is bomb, but not every day. Like, I was definitely overindulging and having too much sweet and eating it every day, and I started to put it in my head and kind of get panicky that I'm gonna end up diabetic if I don't chill. And once you're diabetic, that means you really can't indulge in stuff even a little bit. You kind of have to let it all go. And my sweet tooth side was like, no, we don't want to let it go. We definitely want to be able to have cake and candy and stuff sometimes, at least, right? And there was other health concerns that run in my family that I was also concerned about. So I was just like, you know what? I can't keep doing this. I do not want to die young. I do not want to have any life-threatening, long-term issues that's gonna cost me my quality of life. So it was just kind of like on a whim. Because usually, you know, you're thinking about it for a while, you're thinking about it, and then you're like, I'm going to start on Monday. That's not what happened. I probably was thinking about it for a while. I actually had done a whole week back in June, and then that was it. So 2 months prior in June, I did a week of like eating healthy, dieting, whatever, and then I kind of gave up. Guys, your girl is getting really hot right now because I got this light and I feel like I'm super shiny because I'm starting to sweat a little bit. So I may turn on the fan in a little bit and y'all just gonna have to bear with me. But anyways, back to what I was saying. So I did a week in June, and fast forward to August on a Saturday, it just came to me. I was like, I'm gonna start right now. I'm gonna just do it. You know, to the point where I really didn't even weigh myself until like 3 days later. So when I say I started my weight loss journey at 265, I'm going by what I started at in that week in June, and I had lost 3 or 4 pounds. So I just assumed that I probably gained the 3 or 4 pounds back because I was down 3 or 4 pounds the next time I weighed myself. So it just kind of made sense that I was probably at 265 when I started, but I don't know 100% sure. I could have been 270. Who knows? I don't know what I was for sure, but I'm just going with 265 as a guesstimate. Anyways, so what I did was, what I started with was I cut out all sweets. Everything that tastes sweet, sugary, that had a sweet taste, I cut it out. So no more Dunkin' Donuts, no more pastries in the evening, none of that. I cold turkey cut out sweets. I still ate carbs because I felt like I didn't want to like go crazy and cut out carbs. That's too much. But I wanted to cut out sweets just because like I felt like that was what the issue was for me. I was having this sugar addiction and I needed to let it go. I needed to cut it loose or whatever. And then maybe gradually, when I have a little bit more experience, I can start bringing it back in little by little, just, you know, here and there, not like, oh, I'm gonna have sugar and sweets all the time now because I've got it under control. No. I mean, like, I'll be able to have some sometimes. And I went probably a full 3 months without having any type of sweets. But I'll come back to that. So I cut out all sweets, and I actually did I did my first week as a vegan because one of my coworkers is vegan, so I was a little bit inspired by that. It wasn't for me. I did a whole week and it was fine. Like, I don't think there was any issue with it, but I just was like, no. I just, for me, veganism, your protein sources are limited. So I decided to actually end up doing pescatarian. And for pescatarian is like, you can have seafood and eggs. And so that was my sources of protein when I started doing pescatarian. And I did pescatarianism from August up until Thanksgiving, or right before Thanksgiving, when I started to feel like, well, do I really need to keep doing this? Because I'm just doing it to be healthy. Can I add other types of meat into my diet without it being an issue? So I figured, you know what, I will break my pescatarianism for Thanksgiving and see how I feel and see if I want to come back to it or not. So that's what I did. So I did it from August to November. I was straight pescatarian. Another thing that I wanted to do during that time was drink more water. So I do not drink enough water on a regular. Even now, it's something that I struggle with, and I'm definitely going to make a couple of videos for you about my water hacks, my water cheats situation, and how I get my water in without it being too much of a struggle. But it is a cheat, and I know that some of y'all are probably going to be like, that don't count. We'll see, but that video is going to come up for you next week. Anyway, so I was vegan for a week, I did pescatarian for 3 months, and I drank more water. I did not do any type of exercise. My job is pretty active. I'm a preschool teacher, so I was always on my feet and moving around anyways. So I didn't feel like I needed to also add an exercise because my job was a workout. So moving on to September. Oh, I do have a note right here. I'm looking down. I don't know if I said that, but I'm looking down because I have my notes here. So that's why you see me doing that. I didn't even think to say that. I'm sorry, guys. But I have a note right here that says by September 1st, I got down to 257 pounds. So basically, in the matter of like 2 or 3 weeks, whatever that ends up being, I had lost 8 pounds. So, yay me. September, nothing new. I didn't change anything. I pretty much did the same thing. I continued to be pescatarian, drank more water. And I have a note here for the end of October. We'll come back to that. In October, I started intermittent fasting, and I implemented the 16-8 intermittent fasting, where I fasted for 16 hours a day and had an 8-hour window where I would eat. And I started, my eating window was from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Those were my hours, and I worked it around my lunch break at work as well. So I started intermittent fasting in October, and I saw a nice little decrease during that month. But what also contributed to it is my birthday is at the end of October. I'm actually a Halloween baby, and so I wanted to, like, you know, boost it up and try to lose as much weight as possible for my birthday. I wasn't trying to lose like 25 pounds for my birthday or anything like that, but I did want to like see how much I could get down to for my birthday, so I could, you know, I did something for my birthday. I'm looking good, I'm feeling good. So what I ended up doing was the JJ Smith Green Smoothie Cleanse. And that cleanse is like, it's 10 days long, and she gives you all the recipes in the book. And you make your smoothies in the morning or the night before, and you pretty much drink your smoothie throughout the day. I did actually see somebody say that they didn't like the smoothies and they taste nasty, but I used vanilla protein powder in mine, so it pretty much covered up the taste of everything. Like, all I tasted was the protein powder, so it didn't taste bad to me. It just tasted like vanilla protein powder, and I was able to do that for the whole 10 days. So her diet was, not only do you drink green smoothies, but you can have boiled eggs a couple times a day, and what else? I think tuna fish or something, like plain tuna, no mayo, anything added to it. But I didn't do that. I literally kept it at green smoothies and boiled eggs, and that's all I ate the whole time that I was on that 10-day diet, and I lost 7 pounds doing that alone. So that was an awesome little loss. Her book states that you can lose up to 10 to 15 pounds doing this. I think that because I had already started my weight loss journey and it wasn't the beginning for me, that I didn't lose as much, but I was not upset about losing 7 pounds. I definitely was not. It was really good. Also, one thing I will say is that 3 or 4 days into it, I actually ended up getting my period. And for me, it is extremely, even to this day, extremely tough to stay on any type of healthy eating plan or just not overeat when I'm on my period. And I really thought, oh, that's it, my period's here, I'm not gonna be able to do this. And lo and behold, through the graces of the Lord above, I was able to continue it as I was doing it. You know, like, I was a little bit hungry, but I wasn't like famished, like I was gonna pass out or anything, because I wasn't about to let myself pass out off of no smoothie cleanse, off of no losing weight. You know, I definitely have to listen to my body. So I was really surprised and really happy that I was able to get through it even with my period and not having no issues. You know, I was okay, and that was a surprise, because even now, once my period hits, it's a whole issue. It's a whole struggle week. It's an extra struggle. All right, guys, I'm about to turn on this fan because I feel like I'm just, I'm hot. So I'm gonna turn on the fan, and I apologize if it is too loud. I'm gonna put it on the lowest setting, so hopefully it doesn't like do too much. It won't be too loud. Alrighty, so moving on to November. Oh, did I say my weight in October? So on my birthday, I weighed myself. I was down to 237.5. So that was with intermittent fasting and also doing the JJ Smith Green Smoothie Cleanse. If you want me to do an in-depth video on that cleanse, please let me know. Leave a comment in the description, and I will make a more in-depth video on that cleanse. Also, so moving on to November, I was continuing with intermittent fasting, and I started a gym membership. So I finally started going to the gym in November, and I probably was only going on the weekends just because it's really, really hard for me to get to the gym with my work schedule. So I was consistently going on the weekends. I don't remember if I was going both Saturday and Sunday, but I was at least going once a week to the gym on the weekends. I would hope that I was going twice, but I'm not sure. I don't remember. You know, this was a while ago, so I was hitting up the gym at least once a week, maybe twice a week. Around Thanksgiving, this is where I had my little slip up, which is, you know, kind of to be expected. We had a lot of like cakes and desserts and stuff coming into the job. I think we did a potluck. We did a potluck, so there was a lot of desserts, and I indulged. I must have had like 4 cupcakes in one day, because I don't know if it was like I was feeling deprived or they were just that good. I think they were just that good. Like whatever bakery it was like, man, these are good. So I had like 3 or 4 cupcakes in the course of one day. That's kind of OD, but it happens. So anyways, Thanksgiving, I had turkey, I had mac and cheese, I had carbs, I ate, like I didn't want to deprive myself. But after Thanksgiving, I found it really, really hard to get back to, shoot, I'm getting a call. I'm sorry, I gotta decline this. Sorry, friend, I'll call you back. All right. Anyways, around Thanksgiving, yeah, I found it really hard to like pull back and get myself into healthy eating again after Thanksgiving. So I don't know, like I struggled, and I think it took me at least a week to a week and a half to get myself back on track. And it wasn't perfect, but I had to like kind of talk to myself about it. Like, you cannot continue to eat like this. Even the holidays passed, you can't continue to eat like this. You need to get yourself back on track. And I eventually did. I have some numbers here for you. So it says November 14th, I weighed in at 233 pounds. And by December 15th, a whole month later, I actually got down to 226.4, which was my lowest to that point ever, because like I said in my first video, I had never gotten under 230. So I was super hype about that. But I also was struggling with the holidays. I was struggling to keep my motivation. I was struggling to stay on task. I definitely indulged probably a little bit too much. So I gained quite a bit of weight back in like 2 weeks. By January 1st, I was all the way back up to 236 pounds. But for me, I already knew that, well, holidays are over. It's a brand new month. There's nothing to celebrate in January. That I was excited about that. I was like, yes, no more holidays. I'm about to go hard. So that's what I did. That's what I did. So I was continuing, well, no, I had stopped pescatarianism from after Thanksgiving. So I wasn't pescatarian anymore, but I was making healthy choices. I was hitting the gym on the weekends for sure. And I was also working out in the morning. I think I started working out in the morning in December, probably a little bit once or twice, but not much. But in January, I really went for it, where I started working out. Started waking up early, like early, because, I gotta wake up early, work out, shower, get ready for work, and then leave to go to work. So I had to wake up probably at least around 5:30 in the morning to get my workout in. So I was waking up like 2 or 3 times a week to work out in the morning, and I was doing more like strength training type of things, but like with my body weight. So the channel that I was following for that was Koboko Fitness. I don't know if I said her channel right, but I like her a lot. She's not really out there like that. Chloe Ting is everywhere, but nobody knows about Koboko Fitness. I really like her because she be telling me I'm doing a good job through the TV, even though she can't see me. I'm over here, and she's like, "You're doing a great job." I'm like, "Thank you, girl." So I like her motivation. I just really like that about her. So that was one thing that really attracted me and drew me to her, because I'm over here, she can't see me, I'm half dying, and she's telling me I'm doing a good job. And I'm like, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I haven't done any Chloe Ting workouts that I can think of. I don't remember. It's been in the back of my mind to try the 2-week ab workout situation, because I'm trying to get my stomach right. But I don't know, like I'm just putting it off. I have not done it. But if I do start it, obviously I'm going to make a video about it. We're all going to find out what happens. So, drum roll, please. All right, so this is the end of what's going on for my first, what did I say? 45 pounds. 44 pounds technically, but I'm going to round up to 45 because it's a nice, round number. But yeah, so doing all that, I went hard. I started going hard with my eating. I started making sure I was doing well with my eating. I was still doing intermittent fasting, working out like 4 days a week, twice during the weekdays, and then on both weekends. So I was going to work out. I was working out 4 days a week. So by the end of January, the very end, I believe I weighed in January 29th at 221. point something. That's exactly what I said in my first video. I can't remember what it was. Forgive me, guys. But yeah, part of that also is I did say that I got the flu that last week of January, and that helped push me to those last 4 pounds, because I guess I got down to 226 again. And then when I was sick with the flu, I lost 4 more pounds. And I'm not saying go ahead and get sick and get the flu so you can lose weight. I'm just saying that's what happened to me. Also, man, I should have said this in the beginning. I'm gonna throw this in there in like some kind of form. Either I'm gonna do something later or put some words in there, but disclaimer, I'm not a doctor. I'm not anyone in the health medical field. This is just me telling you guys what I did. Please do your own research and please consult your doctor before trying any of this. Yeah, so let me put that disclaimer out there. I'm going to put it in the beginning as well because I probably should have been did that. So that's what I did from August to January to lose 45 pounds in about 5.5 months. And that's with me also gaining. So had I not gained weight and I had just kept going, maybe I would have lost even more weight and that would have been amazing. I'm going to save the rest of my journey from February until present day and a part 2 because we already at 20 something minutes and it's time to call it a day. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for checking out my video. I don't want to look too serious. Thank you for checking out my video. I appreciate all of you so much for subscribing, for your likes, for your comments, for your support. It is amazing how much support I'm getting from people I know, people I don't know. You guys are amazing and I appreciate your support. Please continue. Please like this video. It does help me a lot. I'm really trying to grow my my channel. So if you like it, it'll help me a lot. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, because that also helps your sister, your girl out. Your sister, your girl, whatever. See, this is one of those things that I'm not going to edit out. Anyways, this is getting a little long, so I need to cut it off. But yes, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share because you never know who else is going to benefit from this video. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. All right, guys, I realized I left out something very important, and that is that I have been using the calorie tracker, MyFitnessPal, since my very first weight loss journey in 2013. Since then, I've been using it on and off to 1, track my calories, and 2, keep track of my actual weight this whole time. That is why I was able to tell you guys exactly how much I weighed and when I had the specific dates, because every time there's an increase or decrease in my weight, I always put into MyFitnessPal, whether I'm actually tracking calories or not. Even if I'm not tracking calories, I'm always mindful of how many calories I'm taking in, like even in my head.